Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Matthew. Today we are taking a look at the Bitcoin market cap versus Meta, formerly known as Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg's mammoth creation, intertwined, interestingly, with the Winklevoss twins as well on a couple different levels. Look, Meta's huge, okay? It's $1 trillion company. The latest numbers that I have seen is if you look at Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, the count is 4 billion users. 4 billion users, that's half the planet. No doubt it is a huge, huge enterprise. And if you think about how the value of that is reflected, of course, the easiest way to do that is just to take the market cap. That is the shares outstanding times the price. You're going to get the market capitalization of Meta. That's what we have right here in black line. They went public in May 2012, founded in 2003 in Harvard. Remember, my scale here is starting in 2009 when Bitcoin was launched by Satoshi Nakamoto. So here we have in May 2012, $64 billion IPO, and on we went. It was tough days, I remember, during these times for Facebook. They had a lot of challenges with mobile and other things. But anyway, they got it right and kept growing here to where we get to see this peak, interestingly, along the same time frame as Bitcoin's major 2021 boom as well. Meta hits $1 trillion in market cap. This is also sort of peak COVID money printing. We have a big fall here to 2022. Meta falls all the way to 255 billion. Reports of overinvesting in the metaverse or whatever this is. There are many more experts than I am that track this stock, but they turned it around again to where today it's at an all-time high. And we see here, just in the last week, they had a huge boost in price to where the date of recording, February 12th, $1.2 trillion market cap, $1,200 billion in market cap for Meta. Good for them. Now, interesting, let's now lay over the Bitcoin market cap with Meta. As you know, this is the scale, again, for Bitcoin starting in January 2009. I start my pricing data, Bitcoin Pizza Day, May 2010. Okay, so way back here, May 22nd, 2010, rounding to $0 billion. It hits $1 billion, I believe, the first time in the 2013 peak. Actually, before that, somewhere in August 2013, Bitcoin hits $1 billion market cap, but way under Meta. To zoom in just to see this peak, you can barely see it. The 2013 boom of Bitcoin, way under Meta as far as valuation goes. Facebook, as far as valuation goes. 2017 boom, well under as well. Bitcoin is 322 billion. Meta, 530 billion. Now it gets interesting here. In the last couple of years, Bitcoin, with its double top in 2021, surpassed Meta twice. Okay, and then interestingly, they both fell down for probably different reasons, but tech is related as well. With all of the scams coming to light in Facebook. Excuse me, paging Dr. Freud with FTX. With Celsius, all of the unwinding of the insanely leveraged DeFi trades in 2022 in crypto land, Bitcoin fell as well, all the way till it really interestingly parallels quite well with Meta's bottom, and then it comes back up here. So we have not quite caught, from the perspective of Bitcoin, we have not quite caught Meta yet, but as of this recording, February 12th, Bitcoin is about at $942 billion market cap. All right, let's take a zoom out again. Interesting comparison, in my opinion. Of course, Meta, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, they serve a lot of valuable uses for businesses, individuals, marketing, so on and so forth. But that is a controlled entity, okay? Any country that Meta goes into, they're going to have to abide by the laws of those parliaments, and if those parliaments or even tyrannical communist dictatorships where Meta is involved in want them to change something or do something, they will oblige. That is not so with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a protocol. It's unafraid and frankly just doesn't matter what anybody says in any country. As long as you follow the rules, just like email or TCP/IP, you will be able to send messages, send value via Bitcoin. So that is why with Bitcoin, even though it's assumed that the total Bitcoin users is well less than Facebook's ecosystem, perhaps 100 million, perhaps 200 million, nobody knows for sure with Bitcoin, well less than half the planet. The ecosystem itself is obviously robust with mining, and it is unstoppable. So there's very interesting parallels there with Facebook, Meta, and Bitcoin, and we are very, very close. And just to close out this video, I want to show you a great website here, Companies Market Cap, if you haven't seen it. This is their whole shebang page, the whole summary page, top assets by market cap. We have all assets, including public companies, precious metals, cryptocurrencies, and ETFs. All right. We can see the placeholders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then Bitcoin. Gold here at 13.6 trillion, Microsoft at 3 trillion, Facebook 2.9 trillion, Saudi Aramco 2, Alphabet 1.8, Amazon 1.8, Nvidia 1.7, silver 1.3, and then we have Meta here 1.19, slightly different than mine, but pretty close. And then we have Bitcoin, $941 billion market cap. So Bitcoin is a top 10 asset in the world. Really, really incredible. Just ahead of Berkshire Hathaway, legendary company, just behind Meta or Facebook. And one other note I want to make here. This is a all-inclusive number for silver. I've talked about this many times. I have many videos on this. Silver and gold, this is all-time ounces mined, assumed mined throughout history. Does not account for industrial usage and things that get lost, ounces basically of silver and gold that get lost in industrial. Even if some of that is recovered, it gets lost again. It cycles through. I think you should take off industrial. So if you took off industrial silver usage, which is huge, it's about 50% of the entire industry, you're down to 600, 700 billion, i.e. Bitcoin is ahead of silver, and it definitely is ahead of silver. I've tracked this many times. See my other videos, also linked in the show notes here. So that actually moves Bitcoin up a slot to number 9. If we're talking total cap of major asset values, Bitcoin is up to number 9, and gold as well. You'd have to shed off about 15% here of this 13 trillion. Regardless, gold still remains strong, number 1, and 50% of that is jewelry. But this is an interesting summary here. We have major companies plus Saudi Aramco, trillion-dollar companies, and look at that, Bitcoin. Number 10 here, but really it's number 9 ahead of silver. Number 9 asset in the world. Final note, this does not include, as we see here, major currencies themselves. Fiat currencies, you would need to put the monetary base of fiat currencies. Bitcoin is in approximately 8th place there as well. So, it's behind the dollar, the euro, the yen, the yuan, pound sterling, Indian rupee. Actually, I have gold and silver in that list as well, so I'm actually double counting there. Bitcoin is about number 6 there. So just to throw it all in there, Bitcoin is pretty close to a top 15 asset in the world if you include fiat currencies, and I'll get you a table of that soon enough. But if you just look at stocks, precious metals, cryptocurrencies, and ETFs, it's a top 9 asset in the world. Hope that helps you. Thanks for watching.